Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that, which despite near universal condemnation and concern about atrocities committed in Tigray war, we seems no closer to its end. Since the conflict began 14 months ago, there have been reports of civilian massacres, ethnic cleansing, weaponized rape, indiscriminate drone warfare, and a humanitarian crisis aimed a blockage imposed by the Ethiopian government. And away from the battlefield, Tigrayan have faced harassment, hate speech, killings, and mass arrests. And many international bodies and foreign governments have denounced these violations, but they have repeatedly fallen short of the kind of action necessary to bring an end to the war on humanitarian blockage. And there are many factors inhibiting these international players, from geopolitics to their own domestic situations, but a key one that should not be understated in the aggressive campaign by the Ethiopian government to mute or dilute coverage of atrocities and its attempts to shape the narrative. And here are four strategies it has employed in this regard. At the onset of the war on 4 November 2020, the Ethiopian government imposed a total communication blackout in Tigray, cutting the phone services and internet. And these measures have continued since, allowing Addis Ababa to obfuscate or deny reports of violations or crises in the region. But in this war of narratives, the Ethiopian government has also actively muzzled the domestic media. It has arbitrarily imprisoned, isolated, and even killed journalists. And the Committee to Protect Journalists has documented many recent instances of harassment and persecution of journalists and media workers. And at the end of 2021, at least 14 journalists were in prison, a figure that does not take into account reporters arrested but released earlier in the year. And the government has also targeted media organizations in July 2021. For example, 15 employees of two media outlets were arrested and embassy. In October, one of these, Owl Media Center, announced that pressure and obstruction had forced it to shut down and lay off all of its employees, and many other outlets have felt similarly targeted, including at the Standard, one of Ethiopia's most popular and critical sources of news, which temporarily suspended operations in July 2021 after its license was withdrawn. And the government has engaged in similar effort to control international coverage. It has denied reports access to the Tigray region, harassed foreign media workers, and expelled journalists such as the New York Times' Simon Marks. And CPJ's Sub-Saharan Africa representative Mutoki Mumo has described disturbing effort to control the narrative on the Tigray conflict and intolerance of critical reporting. And some action have been less direct and designed to encourage self-censorship. In November 2021, for instance, the government warned in its state of emergency proclamation that it would cancel licenses or suspend any media outlet or journalist providing moral support to terrorist groups, and directly or indirectly. And accusations against international organizations more broadly to muddy the waters and delegitimize concern about human rights violations. It has claimed that humanitarian organizations and Western governments are actively supporting Tigrayan forces and recast the civil war as a righteous struggle between Abiy regime and neo-colonialists. And finally, the government and its supporters have attempted to control the narrative by smearing influential individuals who might have the authority to raise legitimate concerns. And the most potent instance of this trend, however, is the most non-stop assault on Director General of the World Health Organization. And this campaign, which reveals a perfect storm of the criminalization of Tigrayan identity and various strategies employed to censor humanitarian organizations, deserves a closer look. And a picture has been shared from Tigray supporters that you can see on your screen. The soldiers of Ethiopian National Defense Force can be seen in this picture. And according to the report received, Tigray Defense Force captured the soldiers of Ethiopian National Defense Force from the war on the Amhara Tigray border. On the other hand, a video has also been shared in which Tigray Defense Force soldiers can be seen singing and dancing. So viewers, let's watch the video. Thanks for watching.
Zalilongo. Document. Karka.